Hello, this is Nick Friedman from the Duck Pond Pottery, and I'm making a short little video to show you how to reassemble your snowboard when you receive it in shipping. When you unpack the board, you'll notice that inside the box are two separate parcels. The board has been broken into two pieces. You'll want to lay those out. I just want to bring your attention to the fact that the board is mounted on a piece of plywood. And when you handle the board, you're going to want to handle it by the plywood itself rather than the narrow overhanging of ceramic over the edge. If you try to lift the board by the ceramic itself, you potentially could damage it. So just be mindful of that and handle it by the plywood as much as possible. Okay, so here we have the snowboard upside down. You can see the reinforcing plywood on the back, and the board is cut in two sections. There's a 45-degree angle rip down the middle, and all you're going to do is you're going to take that board and you're going to put it on a base that's a couple inches wide. I'm using a brick with a piece of cardboard over the top so it doesn't scratch, and that allows the board to rest without the weight being put on the shovels, because that is a point of vulnerability there. So just put it on some bricks with a piece of cardboard over the top so it's sitting level, and then all we're going to do is we're going to gently slide the two pieces together, and then we're going to get the reinforcing strips, which are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom, and that will get the board back together, which will bring us to the next stage of finishing the top. Okay, once you're done installing the reinforcement strips, this is what it should look like. Those bolts that go into the T-nuts, they have to be snugged in quite a bit. I mean, you don't want to like really crank them down, but the whole idea of the T-nut bolt is as you tighten it, the cleats of the T-nut insert actually dig into the plywood so they won't pull out. So you should hear them snug in as you're tightening them, and then once you've gone down the line, just make sure that there are no loose ones. The top strip has been cut at a 45-degree angle, and that is your cleat. That is what is going to hang the board with the corresponding cleat that's going to be installed on the wall. So I just want to point that out. And we're getting ready to flip the board over, where we can finish the cosmetic part of the board itself. Okay, to complete the board, two last things to do. We're going to mount the logo tile, and for this particular board, for the Talea Winery, this board is set up left to right, so the front of the board is going to be on the left. That's the part that has this logo, or this little design on the tip of the shovel. That's going to be to the left, and then just this tile is going to be placed in the inset area, just like that. I've included some adhesive in the box, and you're just going to want to put on a healthy amount of adhesive on the back of this, keeping it away from, say, the outside inch of the tile, so that it doesn't show when you set it down. And so you go ahead and get that into place. And then one last thing, we've got two of these little two of these little strips right here that fit in between the tiles, and you're just going to lay those in with a little tiny bit of adhesive on the back, and just those will set right in to that space there. And that one, same thing with the bottom one, and you should be all set at that point. Just go ahead and get the counterpoint cleat mounted on the wall where you'd like the board, and then it's ready to be hung.